Alright, we're back in Massalia, in which is the beginning of a new era. A part of the reason I say that is not only because of territorial expansion and some of the territory that we have gained, which we made small gains by getting the rest of Gatinenis, Southern Iberia, right next to the other side of the Pillars of Heracles, as we Greeks call it here, Massalian Greeks. Which in that case, yeah, we need Tinga if we wanted that too. And that'll be interesting to have if we ever fight the Carthaginians again. But if we want to, that'll be for aggressive markets, which we do control that. But also we want to control this small city-state there to have a bit more land. And also got to fight down Bastatania, there you go. Easy for me to say. So that's 3 on this. And then over on the other side, well, we got to get 2 more. Actually, that's 1. Okay, 1. Or go for another 2. In fact, that's all of it. And that too. Okay, for future reference. This province and that province. And don't forget about Sardinia. We want Sardinia too. So just for future references, we have a lot of political influence. Start fabricating claims. Starting with Metagonia. Or not, that's not our next target for the next one, but we're using that for future reference. As we do not have a claim on that region, well, we will. For the entirety of that. We already have a claim on that, but there's about to be a civil war for them. And that's their only army, as it says war host. We may possibly take advantage of the situation, but that's not our real target. And if you want to know where the Carthaginians are, look no further. They're all stuck over there. And as a result, their manpower is draining away because of the attrition that they left their armies back behind. Which I don't know how they got there, but they're there. And it's definitely going to be not a waste of money, which they'll make up for by hiring mercenaries when hostilities break out for Carthage. But all the others too. Yeah, you are winning. Yes, Genuitia. Yes, common threat. We may have some use for you, as you are a fellow Hellenic. Because our next target is actually going to be Rome. For Velia, in Lucania, Magna Graecia. That is the one settlement remaining, one port remaining in order to form the Phocaean League, as the mission says. We need that, and the Phocaean League shall form. But the Resurgent Phocaean mission, which you have to own Kaime, and which changes the name to Phocaea, which, by the way, that's where the Phocaeans came from. There. And based on the political situation, not likely. Because of the distance, and you're fighting against a subject of the Victorian, which you would take on the whole Antagonist, so that's impossible. Unless you want to take advantage of the chaos of Civil War, if it were still ongoing in the next 100 years or so. We're more than halfway done with this series, just based on the trend of where it's going now. So allying with them may be our best bet to keep the Romans busy when we go in and take Velia. But that's going to be until many years later, because we are a bit short on manpower. Most of that manpower that was spent on the previous episode was creating a third army, which is a powerful one at that, led by the Corsican, who was part of our honor guard, which the honor guard will remain until the end of his life. Now, speaking of party leaders, unfortunately, another one of Massalia's greatest sons has passed on. It was Memnon that has passed, in which he died of a heart attack. He was 79, lived 4 years longer than his father, Artedomos the Prince. And now the grandson of the prince is now the Archon, Machanidas Xenophid, son of Memnon. Which, what we know about him is he's narrow-minded, which technology speed will be lowered, unfortunately. He's prominent, like Memnon, but he's a poet, which makes him unsuitable for martial abilities, and it also means it hurts the gaining of the manpower with the said martial. But he's also modest, and he's ambitious, despite all that. And that makes him less loyal to anybody, unfortunately. But now we got some disloyal characters, as we're going to prevent the civil war here. That's the last thing that anybody wants. Civil war. So to do that, well, I'm going to have to remove you as rival, because what the hell are we bickering that for? And how much do I have in personal funds? Which I'm currently spending on sponsoring games. Sponsoring games. Modest. I'll be alright. I don't want to bribe him just yet. Although he is getting old. And his son, who is a Celto-Iberian, which, again, he was a child when we found him in Sicania. And then when he grew up, well, he moved in with his father to Massalia. Well, with Marshal 10, despite his laziness, which does that affect combat? No, it doesn't. So we may have a suitable replacement. I mean, his father is healthy, but when he passes, then it's that boy's turn. And he's a Democrat, but unfortunately, he's just a minor character, not from some prominent family like the Xenophids. Oh yeah, that's where they come from. Heraclea Minnow. That's where they came from. If only we could bring him over here too, but what the hell for? It's this one we have to watch out for. But he's currently depressed, but give him time, he'll get over it. So, in the meantime, I shall befriend Herophilos the Iberian, one of the craziest generals we've ever had. Well, then again, he's a Siciliote, not a Massalian. We Massalians are practical people. Siciliotes are the crazy Greeks, thinking that they are as brave as the Spartans. One would think. But who knows? Who knows? But in the meantime, well, let's appoint a new governor of Italia, because that's what the son of Memnon was previously. Was governor. Gee, very high. And he's still quite healthy. Self-control, but less on the population growth, and pretty loyal with very good statesmanship. That'll do. Even though he's not a Corsican, he's a Teutonian. Guess we converted her to the Massalian, but no need to force convert, that's tyranny. He's a friend to himself, oddly enough. So great, we got a narcissist governor. But he's intelligent, he's a tactician, despite the fact that I don't think he's suited for battle, but we appointed him as governor. That's excellent researchers and governors. That's what all regions need. better governance. Now soon this army's gonna go rogue again, not unless we befriend him first. And he's a secret gambler, unfortunately. So for now, most of the episode will just be about resting, making a lot of money, and keeping the realm stable. And soon this man will pass away. Thus, civil war won't happen. And he bears no heirs. Didn't even impregnate his wife. So we're good. So. Oh, and one other thing. We fear the possibility of invasion of the Celto-Iberians. I mean, that man is menacing enough, despite the dysentery. But he could be... I don't know. And plus, unlike the Iberians, they're not the culture where their women would be fighting on the front lines as well. I don't think so. But, listen, of the zone of control. Yes, we have forts here, but we have forts bordering that in the zone of control. This one has not. But we should be alright, even though there's a gap there. Zone of control. No zone of control, so... Blast. I kind of need that local manpower. It's just horses here. Do you have to destroy the barracks, then we can build another fort? Make some room? Might as well. Hate to do that. Build a new fortress up. And don't worry, we have a fortress there, blocking this path as well. And since it does span further southward, and it does include a bit of Massalia territory, we got forts here, so in quite a bit of precarious position. And who are they allied with? Like, who are they bordered with? Where? Ah, there. The other. Up there. Another. What the... Well, they were a migratory tribe. Celto-Iberian, so they just left there and they migrated all the way up there. But then again, they migratory, so they can colonize wherever the heck they want. So, okay. I mean, they have way more manpower and more cohorts than us. So... Oh, that's a farming settlement. Ah, here we go. Build one here. Right next to all the little forts. And I even thought about one day expanding our zone of influence to our smaller neighboring countries. Like, since we've become a habit of making money, we should start making smaller countries to become tributaries or tribal vassals. So we could throw our weight around. So right now, we got a rogue army, Herophilos again, as he's going far. Speaking of going far, that just reminds me. Go back, well, go finish what Memnon could not finish, and that is to continue building a road that will link all the way up towards Massalia. I'm not going to go all the way down to Polis, because we never know with aggressive Roman expansion that they would border on us, and then they'll take advantage of the road. So right now we're just building fortresses due to a fear of possible invasion. Matter of fact, you might as well go there too. Just station yourselves in Emporium. So we can walk down the road and deal with that threat. Knowing that they are going to take pieces of... speed up. Just hang on. There we go. Corsican privileges. The traditionalists are using their influence in a bullet attempt to revoke the rights of our Corsican subjects, whose legal status they say affront, and encroachment upon the privileged status of the Massalian citizens of Massalia. The final say rests of our Archon, whose decision of full effect countless livelihoods across our country. Do you want us to unintegrate the Corsicans, which they gave us that honor guard? That's part of the agenda, right? I mean, look, they once had they want to lower the terms to shorten it, but since we have lifetime elections, it's going to cancel it out every time. But as for revocation, they say Corsican is not integrated is the objective. Well, they are a people. We hate to have a restless Corsica. Well, I'd like to have Democrat approval. Tell you what, how about we screw them over by saying, it's like, okay, they'll go back down to Freeman, and then we're going to integrate them back again. So, there. Okay. Sorry about this, but we're going to put you right back. Be sure to make some sacrifices after this. Oh boy. What does it look like now of Corsica? Well, this is Massalian. Corsica. Yeah, they're probably not too happy. But in this city proper, it's half and half. Wouldn't worry about it too much. I like having Corsicans. But if they were all Massalians, then I would unintegrate it, and then we assimilate the rest of them. Head of the Spartakid family. Real question is, when are you dropping dead? Soon. Ah, this area again. They always have a starving population. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry because of what, went on there. If only I could bribe you. Perhaps I made a big mistake, and then I'm gonna befriend him next. I mean, I think he's easier to sway. Keep the stability up. And granary fire. Oh. Dropping appearances. Oh yes, Punicus, the Corsican. I dropped my jaw seeing that. I cannot accept that, unfortunately. Damn it! Some serious bad stuff's going to happen soon. gonna be a civil war if we don't stop this right now. Thank goodness that man passed away. Now, Antipatros. At least he's loyal, unlike that bastard. Prominent Corsican family demands recognition. Well, here's another chance at this. Representing one of the most influential Corsican families, Seha Punicus has leveled scathing accusations that the Punican family is effectively being shunned from politics and public life, one of the most powerful established families. Powerless against his concerted action to undermine their position, he has now approached the government with a request of formalizing the family statutes and privileges. Well, you don't have a family yet, but maybe here's another chance to appeal him back to our side. But this will help the Corsican culture integration process to speed up faster, and he and his people will be happy. Damn these traditionalists. I could have just easily vetoed them, but it's just I feared, democratic disapproval. But the Punicus becomes a prominent family in Massalia, and as the new head of the family will take on a number of minor characters as clients. As a result of this power struggle, the Xenophid family will fall from relevance, while all characters in the fallen family will remain in Massalia, as they will now be considered minor characters. No, we have the most to lose. We Xenophids have the most to lose because of our prestige, so those who shaped the Massalia political landscape have every reason to be jealous. And the Massalians will like it, but, well, despite all this, let's be friends, right? Wait, am I a minor character now? Oh, yes, we are. What the hell? I'm sure it'll come back up. Oh, this goof again. At least we've got the most powerful general on our side. Now we got our own rogue honor guard. Honor guard! Since they've lost their citizenship, let's have another. Well, that man's a rebel. Yep, tensions are running high around here. Perhaps you may want to forget about the road building thing. We got two disloyal armies. Well, actually, I'll be back on our side soon. We're going to surround him a bit, in case if that were to be the case. Plus, he's got elephants. 21 loyal cohorts. Oh, by the way, I have 15 loyal cohorts inherited from Memnon. Oh dear. Do I really want to do this? It's like, look, if the friendship fails, I'm going to assassinate you. But for now, just try to kiss up to him one more time as a last chance for stability. No, no, no. Oh yes. Rising from obscurity, the Xenophids are back. Even though I was the head of the family, but there's the other branch of the Xenophid family. So, except Memnon Xenophid, that's the other Memnon, not Memnon my father. Which Memnon is becoming a bit of a popular name amongst these Xenophids. But now I'm still considered the minor character. So now there's a new branch of the Xenophids rather than the Xenophids that made Massalia great. Okay, you know what? I think it's time to start pleasing this particular Scorn family. Just to save face. Sorry about this, son. Easiest thing is to do away with researches. There, that'll lower the threshold a bit. That should even the odds a little. And you got holdings? Well, we're revoking it. Like it or not, jackass. While I will try to befriend the Corsican again. So the prestigious Xenophid line is finished, and now we go to the other Xenophids. Which, by the way, none of them are Democrats. There's me, which I'm now welcomed back into the Xenophid family. Thank you, Memnon. Not Memnon my father, the other Memnon. Massalian Hellenic. He was a Gaul, now full-on Greek. And part of the Xenophids as well. Oh yeah, that's my son. The grandchild, yeah. So you're bringing the Xenophids back in. The whole rest of them. And whatever happened to your wife, who knows? Anyways, about to go negative personal wealth here. Okay. Oh god. Okay, put the Xenophid in. That's my son. Hey, can we adopt him? Because he's a Xenophid too, you know. Bring him back. I mean, we have connections. He's my son. Of course, we're telling Memnon that. We're about to... Yeah, we saved the nation from this complicated Corsican... If this doesn't work, I ought to kill him. Despite his skill. I mean, there's room for friends. I'm friends with the governor. Friends with Herophilos. Of course you get it. I got holdings, so I'll be fine. If only we made you a Xenophid. You and your son. Because we're still adopting. If need be. Yes. Thank you. And thank you too. Take your time. Oh yes, you're still disloyal because of the funds problem. When will that expire? Did the Bosphorus Kingdom went to... Yep, revolt. That's why we lost our step horses. Which we never had any horse archers to begin with. Need all that again. If only we got more honey. Actually, we do. Now our diplomatic reputation is up. Remember the tributary talk? That's what we need. So do not worry, he's almost back on our side. When we integrate your people back in, well, you're gonna be happier. So yeah, we saved the nation from, erupting into civil war. So there's my son, who is leader of the oligarchs, while I lead the traditionalists. If only we have a Xenophid Democrat, but fortunately that's none of that. If only I were to grant you holdings. That would be fun. Now, why would you assassinate your kin? Well, not biologically your kin. So do not worry. I'm sure we lost a few members of the Xenophids who've been casted out and have our power base lowered, but do not worry. Well, meanwhile, we still have money to make, and, speaking of money, well, I'll get back to your original duty, and that is to build the road. And we'll deal with that rogue general soon. Okay, for now, we successfully prevented a civil war. Now, let's get to work. All the way to Massalia now. Because it's very good income we have now, even with a rogue army that lowers the maintenance even more. And at the same time, we're still building our fortresses. So basically, the Xenophids just got, well, we like to think ourselves as a dynasty, but we had a bit of a, I don't know what's the proper phrase for it. I mean, yes, we have children. We got a couple of sons who will continue on in the future. And we had no choice but to please the Ophelids. But we'll get our prestige back up to the way it was when our children grow up. So one would think the other three prominent families of Massalia who've been around longer than the Xenophids would think it's like, oh, so they had a bit of an infighting, they had a disagreement, I guess that means they started to bring in a more nicer Xenophid family. Now that it's led by Memnon. Not Memnon, the father of Machanidas, but this Memnon, son of Demetrios. Okay, army's back under our control, but keep an eye on him. He could be a dangerous one. Especially when he passes, and we're likely going to give it to him as the next general of the army, as he's the aggressive one. Plotting quietly. Oh, don't worry about it. Whatever he's doing, let him do it. He'll get back to us. But hey, gives us a little bit more money for road building. Finish what my father, Memnon, started. Oh my goodness, look at this. They got even more manpower now, and they've got some additional allies. They do have a Caspella on us, so we do not like them for their very, very aggressive expansion. If we were to fight them, there's no way we can defeat them all. As they are a major power, they now became a major power of a tribe. And there's no way we can go to Opidania as long as they're under control. But remember, our priority is to fight Rome. That's our main priority next. It's just we have to figure out how to outfox them. Spend this for once. Just increase the national manpower. So it goes further up. 50,000 is the maximum now. Hold on, are they done? Guess we integrated the Corsicans back in, so the rights are increased. They're happy now. At the most part. They'll get over in a couple of years' time. Nope. The Corsican is still around. Let me check of the loyalties of each of these provinces. And this one's going back up. This one's going all the way down because of governor corruption. Yeah, same for that one. But we know the cultures around that area are the ones that are not accepted, and we won't accept them. We might as well colonize them. Okay, now who lives over there? Bestitanian. Colonize them. We're sending our people over there knowing that our capital's a bit overpopulated these days. So yes, found Carchedon gets colony. Lose loyalty. You want this place to rebel? I mean, we can easily quash the rebellion. What, is that even a good idea? Custitanian. By the way, that's still going on that entire time. Whatever you're doing, your idea is not working. You're very corrupt. So yes, for once, impose corruption sanctions. Now you're out of here. You're out of line now. Don't you ever do that stuff again. Government corruption is reduced. And what else you should do is harsh treatment, which will slow it down a little. And yes, there's far too many foreigners. That is in our eyes to them. That's why they're so unhappy. This may be a stupid idea, but I think I'm going to go for it. We almost had a civil war. Now we're going to have a possible native uprising in that area. Just colonize these people. Phocaean, a Massalian colony. So this is for the best. Yeah, they ain't gonna like that more. Even though this is not a very fertile place to be in. Oh, so they are allied with Vestitania too. In fact, this entire area we can take for ourselves. Let me see. Democratic Republic, Democratic, Stratocratic. They don't have many cohorts, nor manpower. We can easily beat them all in the war. We do have a free claim over this region. If you want to make Carchedon a good city, with full of Massalians, then fight for it. Well, they're part of that defensive league. It includes that we have to fight those people too, which they live over there. Shoot. This is going to be our way to finally connect the lands. As long as we get the Corsican on our side, then we'll position our armies in different areas. Yeah, one army to go over there, another from this side to hit them there, and the main one through there. But the main target is this. We just have to knock out the rest of them one by one. Even though we're supposed to get Rome, but we have the manpower soon, no doubt. That's only when he finishes the stop with the plotting that he's currently doing. Keep building that road. Well, he's almost finished, so we should be good. Just popping my knuckles for this. Plotting quietly too. I told him to quit being corrupt. It seems that man doesn't know when to stop. The road building project is finished. Now let's just make some more money. But we fear worse. Especially whatever the Romans are up to. Which soon they're gonna have manpower unlike anywhere seen in this part of the world. And wherever they expand, then who knows how we're gonna deal with them. But do not worry. The Xenophids will be more prestigious than before. More prestigious than the elephants. Fallen from grace. That's my other son. Why can't we adopt him back in the family? Unlike him, who is the party leader, who's got, children too. And Antigonus wants to follow the family tradition for him to become a politician. He's likely going to be a Democrat. First generation senator. Tell you what, I need to keep an eye on him because when he grows up, I'm going to make him the chief magistrate. Him being Democrat and him being a politician, he could have more charisma. I think that boy is the future, quite honestly. And of course, I noticed how there's a lot of slaves here. So, I'm going to give these Democrats something. Advocate legal reforms. Just a faster promotion speed. Nobles won't like it, but Democrats will. few years' time, make Machanidas Xenophid to be the Chief Magistrate. He may not be a military man, but politicians are the future, not the generals, one would think. If only if it was the generals. A charismatic general who's a Democrat. That would be the most ideal ruler. Remember, keep an eye on them. They are the most fearful nearby nation that we have to deal with. Bosporan revolt? No, it's back to loyalist control. Phocaean? Stick with them. Yeah, why not one more time, because we have so much, and just having 20 just to show the importance of this city. Hey! Stop! Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Gotta get the fleet maintenance up of it. Because, you know, pirates. In order to prepare for this eventual conflict, Velia can wait. This is our opportunity to unite the coast from Titania to the rest of Massalia. And hopefully we better find some local allies over there. Particularly them. Need someone to fight against this menace of the West. Because they almost reached the coast. In fact, they did reach the coast. They have them as an ally. They rule the inland Iberian regions. And we cannot secure our coast with them abroad. Still stuck. Yep, the manpower has drained away. Because of their own stupidity. That reminds me. Another place to fabricate. For the Heracles. Don't we already have them as a claim? Okay. Well, we better claim that too. Regardless, whichever. Because they're part of this too. And them too. It's to lower the war score cost. That's why we're doing that. And of course, well, we may have a more loyal province now. Because, well, we're moving the Massalian people in. Thus, people will be a bit more happier. Sure, population will be starving, but soon they shall starve no more. While it may not look like much to offer, but we gotta get it. There's a lot of fortifications we gotta take down, so it's gonna take quite a bit of time. Oh, what are you up to? Plotting quietly. Well, whatever helps us make more money. As long as it doesn't cause a civil war. They just can't help themselves, can't they? It's falling out. Inflammation. I don't have the money to seek treatment. But there's a small possibility I may die. Now there's threat of civil war, which, don't worry, Hellfire's, he'll come around. I trust him. Population promotion speed faster. Massalia is the center of trade of this part of the world. And get a lot more money. Now we have the money to be ready for war. And that's an Amber Alert. Quiet. Okay, whenever he finishes with his damn plot, when he's done, well, regardless what his health and mind is going to be, we need him on service. Just one more war. And then soon his son will take up the army. As I said before, yeah, we kind of screwed it up a little with being hokey pokey to his family. We can't get him back, unfortunately. But Antigonus could be the future. I mean, he's uncaring, which doesn't do well for the national freeman output, but it does increase the oligarch conviction, but he's better off as Democrat, quite honestly. Just get a little more charisma, boy. Just a little more charisma. Because I'm gonna make you the youngest chief magistrate of Massalia. Alright. Go pick them up. Get them the positions. Rome can wait, and I just hope they do not declare war on us. I mean, look. They got faster morale recovery, and their morale will be high. I mean, look at the face of that man. Doesn't he look like he just wanna... Well, he's got cancer. Let's just hope his successor isn't as warmongering as he has been. Oh, and by the way, he's corrupt too because, you know, he's deceitful. He can never be bribed. You just either be a friend of him or not. And he's suffering from diphtheria. Well, he's got a limited time on Earth, so it's best we better put him to service. This will be his last war. And when he's gone, his son will take the helm. And what will happen to the course again when he's gone? Well, we'll get another honor guard. We Xenophids don't have a military man, but we have great politicians. And I doubt I'll be around longer when he's old enough to be elected. Making him magistrate would help him into prominence. Okay, he's finished, so... How many holes you got? Now I'm depressed. Okay, we're good now. You got the elephants, so... We're gonna ship you to... Well, we better be quick about it. Well, to play it safe, just make a short drop off there. We'll put them into Carchedon, this army. No, the army goes to Iberia. Turdetania. Yes, the land that was formerly known as that, where the Turdetania people live. You'll just march your rest of your way there. Get down there. Be prepared. That'll be alright. Just needed more stability just for population happiness. You're the one that's gonna fight the revolt. They should be the one positioned there and take them out. No, to fight the main army. Deal with them and then... I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just got bad supply limits. Stay in the city. Well, we're halfway full, so I thought, well, it's best to take advantage of this now. And as for my health, well, Joey, hate to do this, but I gotta go get me some money. Holdings ain't gonna save me now. And if you want to seek treatment, well, you better pay up 200. And soon an oligarch man will be running things, and he's a young man. Silver-tongued. Very popular. But I kinda wanna live through this inflammation. Unless I want him gone. I mean, he's my son, but grandson's a better... I mean, he's better than he is. He's got the charisma. If he gets a... Wonder if he's gonna get silver-tongued. Because it seems like it runs in the family, except me. I'm just a poet. I am really considering something I don't know. I mean, don't even think about it. But if it's not him, then it's him. Who's got way higher charisma. And silver-tongued, too. And that he's Democrat. And I notice he is rival with the Corsican Honor Guard. Do I really want to do that? It sounds like an insane plan. I'm gonna think about this. I'm really gonna think about this. Okay, here's what I came up with. Despite the fact that I'm ill, and I don't have much long to live, which my health will be going down slowly but surely. I mean, I can definitely treat myself if we save up some money, but that would increase corruption, and Democrats do not like corruption, as evidenced here, as far as the approval is concerned. While we look at this here, not most influential, and we know that Memnon, who, not my father Memnon, but the other Memnon, of course, we know that this is my son, who is also the physician. He can treat me. And then, well, hate to do this, and knowing that, well, he failed to assassinate him, but, he's gonna, well, steal his money in retaliation. I mean, he's not very popular. He just became party leader, and he's not prominent either, as he lost in the pits, because he's foolish. Yes, my boy is foolish. But grandson Antigonus, which his birthday will turn 16 this year. And who knows what he'll become. What trait he would pick up that would, you know, reflect him being a politician. Hopefully silver-tongued, because it runs in the family. And it would gain conviction from the oligarchs, unfortunately. But it's going to be leaning towards Democrats, thanks to the charisma that he has. And he lacks the marshal. Plus, first generation of Centaur family. Yeah, maybe this is what we meant by new generation. of the Xenophids that we had to reshape a bit. So, let me think about this more of a scenario that we may have no choice but to compromise with. So, here's what's gonna happen in either two ways. Either save up some money to get 200 and risk being corrupt, thus getting less approval from Democrats, which I would prefer to stay a bit higher. That, or, I mean, we know the next candidate is my son, and he's very young, and he's of the oligarchs, unfortunately. But, the second candidate is Numenios Spartacan, not a Xenophid. I don't know why we think we Xenophids are like a dynasty, but it's because our ancestors said it so by our founder Xenophon, because that's what the name Xenophid comes from. Just some unknown ancestor named Xenophon of Massalia. And Numenios, well, he has an affection, but he will be treated soon. We gotta replace the physician. So he can just like let him get his treatment, as his health is going down slowly but surely. After all, he's a Democrat, but not very influential. There's no power base yet until he turns 16 this November. So I've decided replace, get a new position. Not any of these people. I mean, these are all disloyal. And I don't trust anybody to be handling the power base of a position to anybody except for maybe the affiliates. Be careful with him. So, you'll have this position for a while. I know it makes the health a bit worse due to his lowered statesmanship, but in the meantime, yes, rivals. I'm actually going to kill my old son. Cannot believe I'm going to be doing that. I am willing to sacrifice my own life to kill my own son so that the Democrats may run. I mean, I wish it was him, but he doesn't have the charisma. But Antigonos, he does. And he will be Archon one day. But as for the next war, the plan remains the same. It makes the other three families look competent, while we Xenophids are prestigious and yet complex. Well, Neurophilos, get ready for your last war. Because we have a very bad position right now. And you're not going to be around for long. But do not worry. Your son will do well. He will do well. Now, get on board. I'm going to put you in position over to Zixos. Well, drop you off the mark and then position yourselves here, then war is declared. And I know there's a bit of tyranny, I'm sorry about that, but it'll go away quickly. Hope I'm doing the right thing. Remember, we're taking the rest of the coast to unite to the land of the Turdetanians. And then we're going to try to shut the border from those Celto-Iberians who we fear the most. remain here. Well, to Carchedon. Because we already have a fleet there. Again, 24 seats. I would love to give Democrats more power. And since we have a bad position, my health will be going down a bit faster. But not too fast. March. Wait until everybody's morale is full. Pelagonos. Ah, thank you for the loyalty. And a little bit more money than we need to. What to do with that money? Which no doubt we can use it to hire mercenaries since our manpower isn't even near full. We should only get mercenaries in case the Celto-Iberians attack. But if we want to spend little, well, that's what technologies are for. Such as the supply limit, which we always have problems with that. And lower the fort maintenance, which would add a bit more income to it. And lessen the war scale cost. That's it. Alright. Just wait a few more months, and we shall be ready for war. And for the tyranny and the aggressive expansion to go down fast. Putting him there as a reminder so I'll know who to put him in with. Okay, they're in position. Everyone's in position. Sure, we may take some casualties, but this will be an easy war. We just have to take out their allies one by one, then we'll reach our main objective. Antigonos. Oh no, I see what I see. Antigonos is prominent. But for now, he's going to go more towards Democrats slowly but surely. He's got the Senate influence. And attraction is there. It's very good. Finesse, charisma, some zeal, but not good on martial. Young man, I just hope you just get rid of that conviction. Don't be corrupt. Humble origin. Democrats like people of humble origin. Major character. Although Democrats prefer minor characters. Netta Brogia. Who's attacking you? I'm sorry, I cannot. So that means effectively we've broken an alliance with them. Which frees up a bit of space. If there ever comes to a war against the Celto-Iberians, we have to look for allies from within Iberia. Most likely them. As well as those near Rome that we need to fight against. Unless they're fighting already. Oh, they got plenty of allies now. I'll just be glad that these guys do not have any subjects. And here's their new ruler who's Oh, that's worse. Aggressive and ambitious. "52 cohorts plus good Lord knows how many clan retinues they are." But he's being a bit overpaid. So we're ready for war now. As I said, no matter what happens, you are the future of the Democrat Party. Even though you're going to be oligarch for now. And once you turn your conviction around, then you shall have it. So you are prominent. Just like me. Just like Memnon. But him, well, he wasn't prominent, but he became prominent in a different way. Well, meanwhile, plan on killing that boy. Maybe I should also, smear his reputation. Smear party member, smear political enemy. I'll take up a little bit more tyranny. Smearing the reputation of that gambler. I doubt it makes him more likely to be assassinated, but hey, it's something. It's not like it's going to cost him the election once I die. Okay, it's time. Enough delay. We can only bring one ally in, but at least they'll take the road. We can take them on ourselves. But don't underestimate them. Fort maintenance is up, and that's our final balance. Which means if we want to, we could use those guys again. This is their only army. We can get them out of the war. Just slowly march, so we can take down all their fortifications. Why'd you go that way? I thought you're supposed to go this way. But oh well. We'll get him. Begin your siege. The revolt is over. We're back to normal. So this unit is exiled. Well, in that case... Actually, no. That kills the morale. When your army unit is exiled, that lowers the morale. All the way. Get out of here. Tell you what, when your morale goes back all the way up, go kick them out of there. Don't you know there's critical food supply here? Yeah, fort's gonna fall. So that's gonna be their combined strength, and it kind of makes me want to say, is that the best you got? At least this one will sustain more. And that's definitely going to add up to the war exhaustion with all that occupation. Oh no, the barbarians are back. Well, we do have the money to pay these guys off. But the civilization value will slowly increase. If we can get them up there. Unless we want to replace them with Massalians. We have the money to pay off the barbarians. It's not the main reason why I wanted to save all that money for, but okay. What's this Fort Balls? Deal with them. Get out of my country. Half the money will do. Stay out. Go bother someone else. I'm in no mood for that. Taking him so long. It should not take that long. The chances of surrendering are great. Now go kick them all out of here. We'll help you out later, Hamas. Come in. 1 down, 2 to go. Unfortunately, all that food was used over here. Switch places. Bastards. Well, at least we could retake it back faster since there ain't no food there. Alright, take up the taxes. Vote's going up. Now get in after them. %, assassinate. Remember, we got lucky the first time, so I don't know if we'll get it the second time around. I'm not sure about Teganos' democratic conviction. I mean, once he switches it, then give it him. Already got himself a wife. Who's a fellow Democrat. Various tendencies. I remember your father. He had dementia. Same age, too. Just only a few months younger. Do not worry. When you turn Democrat, I'm going to make you Chief Magistrate. The hell? Can't go around like that. I got my eye on you. The governor's gone. I mean, giving him governors just would be interesting, but I mean, that's a first step to prominence, but I'd rather give it to somebody else. Well, I'm about to assassinate him, so that won't work. As long as the province loyalty stays up. Very slowly because they're in siege. So, you may probably want to assist him to take up the other fortress, and then we'll defeat one of their allies. So we won't get the whole coast yet. But they're next, when I fabricate a claim against them. Anyway, stage support. Of course. I said go over there! At least some of the goals are here now. I still want to defeat them at one battle. They withdrew. Okay. Just go over there, because you need the food. It's a good thing we just came here. Daring and energetic. That's the daring part. They don't have the full morale. What's the movement that's locked? Go. They're gonna be there on the 9th. We'll be there on the 13th. Just remember. This is your last war. When you die, well, your son will take up the army. Just get your food. Good. Unfortunately, the assassination didn't come according to plan, and I lose a bit of health as a result. Bastard! He's definitely well on his way to be elected. Perhaps not. There's gonna be another Xenophid. Yes. I'd rather have him. Got the charisma. We're in trouble. Got one more territory to take. You're relieved. Get back. I don't think there'll be another chance at this again. But whatever adds up to tyranny. But hey, smearing the reputation worked. Well, I'm probably going to smear his. It's the most tyranny we've had in a long time. Also, yes, we're going to have to switch to Antigonus now. He'll come around. One of the most qualified. another researcher, but this is a Xenophid, so we're gonna choose him. I know it's gonna be more towards oligarchs, but I don't want either of them to rule. So, again, I want Democrats to rule. Sounds odd coming from a traditionalist, but we Xenophid have a legacy to consider. Took quite a bit of losses, but they're recoverable. Oh, good. Food shortage. Already? Begastrom. 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 That's all you want? What kind of joke is that? Food supply should be good for this next siege. Soon we're gonna knock these guys out of the war. Whatever they say, don't answer it. Okay. That's two, because we have claims. Sign the dollars. Lose the aggressive expansion a bit. A bit of a compromising position. Take that fort down. Even though it's a city. That's one pretty aggressive market. Now we're going to the land of many forts. You could tag along. And this one we're capturing is for the food for Carchedon. I am going to kill you. We don't want the oligarchs to rule because that means he'll live long. And he will be a Democrat and will one day be Archon. He's the future! Huh? Oh. We're in the middle of something else. Okay, these guys are up too. Of course, the Contestanians. Statue of the seated matriarch. Yeah, they won't be happy with this. Who inspired disloyalty against him? But he's in the middle of the siege, so he won't back out of this. But he's about to die, so it won't matter. Get ready to take up your armor. If you've got one. What else? I swear before the end of my life, I will kill you. If only we had more, you know. about the Civil War threat. We know what we're up to. The rest of Castania will be good for food. Right. Let's get moving. Take down this fort. Keep the other because of this threat up there. The Celto-Iberian. At least we didn't trade with them. Do we? Yes, we do. Everybody wants to trade with us. That's good for our commerce. Oh, he's looking to get his first friend. I know we haven't taken our war goal, but we'll get them soon enough. At least we didn't take too many casualties in this war. Natural causes. By natural causes you mean Mentagara and diphtheria. Well, Heron, you now succeed your father. Oh gee, why didn't we put him in the army? He's a tactician. Oh yes, you have that office. Well, give it to somebody who cares. These are some good people. But tacticians for later. Here, now it's back under our control. One down. Taking it to war finally ended. Yep, they still run the show there. While meanwhile, I am willing to kill my own damn son before the end of my life. And if I fail the second time, then I'll seek treatment. But I'll still be dying anyhow, because of the depression. He'll come around soon. Position yourselves here in case the enemy comes. We know who you are, so don't need to have that. One more fort to go. Get back. All gone now. Oh, this treasure we got. Statue of the sated matriarch. The polychrome statue of the sated matriarch made in the ancient past of Iberia. It is unclear if the statue is of a local deity that has disappeared since creation, or a local matriarch of some importance. What's the commerce value? If we put it somewhere. Your war's over. And that's it. Don't go to war for the time being, as, well, we're going to try to settle some things politically around here. We did promise to win a quick war. Not as quick as we thought it would, but good enough. Take this down. Too many forts in this land. Yeah. Yeah. Now these people will never starve again. Unless we get our units out of here, of course. But hey, that means, you're gonna continue to build that coastal highway. Go all the way to there. Although, these guys will be next. Yeah, then we'll finally connect it. All this strip of land. The Punic War. Rome and Carthage. They want Sicily, obviously. Sicania, yes. Aha. So it'll be an easy war with them, as Carthage has no way in getting all of their areas back unless they hire mercenaries to try to fend them off. But good luck with that. Anyways, get out of here. Position yourself here. And this one, for the time being. In case of Celto-Iberian invasion. Because we fear worse. Of the areas that we've attained. This place should have a mine. No doubt this increases the price of technology just a tad bit when you spend on it. And need faster cultural assimilation. And integrated cultures will be a bit more happier. About to have another advances, which we'll have to spend it on increased import value. Knowing how important it is to us. And our income is better. Tribal settlement, we don't need that. This will have a new fortress. And we'll take down this old one. And replace it with a slave estate. Because it has olives. There's no barbarian power anywhere in Iberia, is there? No. But there is pirates. Pirates! Get rid of that. Do welcome. Well, meanwhile, I'm gonna kill that boy. This is a second chance. Matter of fact, I have many chances. The health isn't going down as I think it would. Antigonus is going to be a Democrat soon. And he just became skeptical. Which does increase a bit of his conviction towards traditionalists, but lessens the Roman power, but more taxes. As I said, that boy is going to be the future Archon. He could be the next Memnon. And he's of the new generation. Don't call it first generation senatorial family, because we said that during Artemidotos, the prince's time. He's of the new Xenophid generation. The old has passed, and in with the new. And we rooted out the pirates, once and for all. Should there be any more alongside our coast, we will get rid of them. They can only come from that far away. I'm gonna kill him and kill him and kill him. Kill, kill, kill. Oh, by the way, senatorial influence. He'll get up there. Especially that we made him as such. And I just wish that he doesn't go corrupt now. Despite the fact that he's skeptical, but... yeah. And less conviction towards the head of the family. Yeah, it helps. He's going more towards Democrat than oligarch. Just as I wished. Get ready. I just realized something. If we kill Artemidoros, I mean, the assassination's well underway, so I just realized something. Sure, the age of that man, but if he dies, you know who's going to be the next party head? Him. He's still oligarch. Oh man, what have I done? But his conviction could change a little bit faster should the assassination fail again. Okay, tell you what. I mean, we can't chicken out of this now. Just hope for another failure. Alright? Can't chicken out of this. And then after that, then I will seek treatment. Preferably someone who's a Democrat. But unfortunately, these are all stratoclits. Oh no, he's worse. So just stop. Stop thinking about it, alright? You failed the assassination once. Should you fail again, go seek treatment. Stop getting so damn paranoid. Antigonos, he's still too young to be elected, but... listen. If he wants to run the country down to the ground, or the general, which, by the way, we should replace that general since he's up for contention. He just turned 35 and he's of the Spartacus. I honestly would prefer a Xenophid. But unfortunately, we got a damn good guy over here. But loyalty isn't at its best. But a Democrat, just put him in. Of course, though we have his loyalty. Well, hope the next ruler better befriend him. Despite what the family thinks. Oh, by the way, conviction. Now he'll stay Democrat for a while. He's got the charisma, and he's going to have more loyal cords, and he'll probably cause some trouble. But senatorial influence will be lowered, unfortunately. Hell, not even he. I mean, after all, he's party leader, but just doesn't have the power base to make it so. That's why I think Antigonos will be a prominent Democrat one day. Hell, why don't we assassinate the Democrat party leader, and then in the future, Antigonos will be Democrat party leader, because just let the conviction go. Oh, just stop it already. Go seek treatment. Try to live a bit longer. Even though you're going to be with a terrible physician who may get my eye or something. Yeah, I have had second thoughts, ultimately. Yes, I had second thoughts. I mean, if we can at least slow down my my deteriorating health. Pregnant, so... Oh, he's about to have another child soon. Great, now Antigonos is going to have a baby brother. Just barely. Didn't I say baby brother? Oh! She died during childbirth. Oh no, it's a daughter. Sorry about your loss, Archimedellus. Good thing we didn't assassinate you, otherwise, you know, just congratulations, okay? Let that be known. You got a baby sister. Antigonos. Oh, what kind of family are these Xenophids? What kind of stupid family is this? Anyways. Is it really worth it? Although this game can have medical consequences. Just get rid of the inflammation because it could worsen and then I would die. So fine. You'll run the country. Let the dynasty continue, but unfortunately it's going to be of the oligarchs. And he's in mourning. Well, sorry to offend you with words. And sorry about smearing your reputation and everything. Just what happens when you don't think straight and then you have second thoughts. Fighting in the arena. What the hell's he doing? I may help him out with this game. Because that's what he's doing. And, he won't enter the arena. I don't think that's wise of him. And it's no secret that he's a pit fighter now. I ain't gonna interfere. I encourage it, actually. There you go. I have a good chance in the arena. Hope he gets killed. And then Antigonos, once he becomes Democrat, will help things out. Let's summon the war console. Wait a minute. Oh, we get a free cast spell against those. There's barbarians in the middle of Iberia. Yoip. Oh, that's the old Massalia, the old Xenophid family. Okay, we get a free claim on them, so we can declare war against them whenever we want. Remember, our next aim will be Rome. He's at war and he's losing it a bit because he hasn't taken all of Sicania yet and their subjects. We should get together. Very stable now. We should... What the hell are you... Oh no, you're part of that too. Because we kind of need you to fight against the Romans. You may not have it, but you'll be a good distraction while we come in and take that city. We'll end the episode soon. Manpower is about to be near full. So, we gained a bit of territory for aggressive markets, so... Agadir. Right, Agadir. That's another territory we have to take. And then we go in and take these two ports, as well as Tinga, to complete 2 missions at the same time. I get it. Medical accident. Rather embarrassing, it says occurred during the treatment of Machanidas Xenophid. Air studies of Elliot while performing a routine procedure managed to cause internal bleeding, mechanized some horrific injuries. We could demand that treatment ceases, though it may anger him. Oh, what have you done? Now you may be one-eyed, like Antigonus. Antigonus, of the Antigonid Dynasty. Not grandson Antigonus. Look at your old man now, children and grandchildren. Keep fighting. Hopefully it'll be worth it. Oh, you bastard. Oh, he's playing quietly. Don't worry about it. No, no corruption. Oh, these damn barbarians are back again. Are those the same ones that we paid them off earlier? Dispatch them. Right now. Don't worry about the governor. Who knows what he's doing. We don't have a claim for that piece of territory. Oh, we're already fabricating? I didn't pay attention. Sorry about that. So we'll end the episode soon. We'll just see how the treatment goes, and then we'll end the episode on that note. What did the... I mean, we just weren't sure about the complexity of it. Man of Ares. Oh, I know this one. We have a new character to join Massalia. Who's the best military man now? Is that him? Brave and energetic. That should be him. Not related to any family? Anax our kid. He checks out. Brave and energetic. But unfortunately, all of the army positions are filled. Even him. He's a Democrat, in which we want from the Democrats, but it can only happen if Antigonus is, well, he'll soon be Democrat. As far as the conviction is, where it's going is concerned. Hasn't impregnated a wife yet. Stop him! Stop him, Corsican! Why is everybody fighting in arenas these days? Kill him, get the loot. Made some money. Now return to your post. Here. That tyranny will soon go down. We'll end the episode at the finishing of the treatment here. And then we'll contemplate about the future of Massalia. If this doesn't work, we'll try the treatment again. Unless this kills me. Ah yes, import value. It'll be worth it. There we go. Take that down. You know we're not at war here. At least for now. Treatment failed. Jeez, do you want to try that again? Unless you want to replace it with a better physician. Which, clearly, the ones who are more experienced for the task, like him, or even, heaven forbid, him, and he's the one I'm trying to kill. But we'll have to find out in the next episode, as if I die, then he gets elected, which of course thus continuing the Xenophid Dynasty, as we would call it, because it's what it feels like anyhow. But unfortunately it'll be of the oligarchs, whereas we wanted to go Democrat. So, if it ain't him, then maybe Antigonus says he's well on his way to become more towards a Democrat, and maybe he should be the new head Democrat because of his charisma, popularity, and let him do whatever he wants in his life. Too bad that we all lost a mother. And then do not forget, look towards Velia, the new target that we have to go after one day. So we hope you join us in this next episode, which could, what's the better wording here? Let's just say the future in Massalia is in question, as well as the formation of the Phocaean League. That's the important thing. One of these people is going to form the Phocaean League. So we'll find out who will have that honor in the future for all of Massalia and the integrated cultures. So we hope you join us in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.